Hello and welcome to Craft with Sarah and day 6 of the Christmas Craft Countdown, where I'm sharing 20 festive-themed Cricut projects in 20 days. Half of the projects are designed by me and half are guest designer projects from some of my crafting friends. Today's project is by Mim Jenkinson and it's these adorable and so useful planner stickers. Mim Jenkinson is a planner-obsessed sticker maker, online business coach, 5-star Etsy seller, and host of the Planner Podcast. She's taught over 10,000 people worldwide how to create perfect planner stickers from scratch with Cricut, Silhouette, and Canva. Many of her students have gone on to start their own profit-focused sticker shop, selling the stickers people actually want to buy. If you're ready to get creative with planning and stickers, even if you're not a designer, Mim is your person. This tutorial shows you how to make custom Christmas pattern stickers for your planner to help you get organized for the most wonderful time of the year. Let's get started. The files for this project are free for the next 24 hours. Here's how to download them. First, register a free ticket for the Christmas Craft Countdown at craftwithsarah.com/Christmas23. Click any of the buttons on the page and enter your name and email to register. If you're already registered, check for an email from me with subject line Christmas Craft Countdown ticket information, or any of the other emails from me that you have been sent throughout the countdown. Can't find them? Check your junk or spam box to see if they've gone there by mistake. These emails contain the link to view the countdown projects and download today's files. Scroll down the page to find today's project. Click the button to start the files automatically downloading to your computer or mobile device. Each download is only available for free for 24 hours after it goes live. If you've missed some, check out the Instant Access Bundle at craftwithsarah.com/Christmas23 bundle, which gives immediate and ongoing access to all of the files from the Christmas Craft Countdown, plus loads of extra bonus designs. All downloads come in zip folders. You need to unzip them before you can upload the files into Cricut Design Space.
Hi, I'm Mim Jenkinson, host of the Planner Podcast, and you can find me on Instagram at Paper Planner Club. I am obsessed with all things stickers and planning, particularly paper planners, and using planner stickers to either decorate or organize my planner. I've also taught over 10,000 people all over the world to make their own beautiful stickers, whether it's for their planner or elsewhere in their life, and many have gone on to set up their own successful sticker shop too. I'm so delighted to be here at this event with you, Sarah. Thank you so much for inviting me, and I can't wait to share some of my planner sticker love and magic with you all. We're going to be creating some beautiful Cricut planner stickers, and this is the kit that we're going to be creating today. So in this kit, we have different stickers such as full box stickers to be able to decorate and add color or divide and section off your planner. We also have some half box stickers. We have different kinds of appointment labels and a really beautiful combination of using patterns and colors. I'm going to be walking you through the easy step-by-step plan to be able to create this sticker sheet from scratch yourself, really making great use of the space given in Cricut Design Space so that you can make a really professional looking sticker sheet and create a template that you can reuse over and over again. Because one thing that I love to give to my sticker making students is done for you templates that I've created that they can just add their own colors and patterns to. Now we're going to be using a hand-drawn selection of patterns that I've put together for you, and we can also use those patterns to create stickers either for yourself or to sell. So make sure you stay tuned to the end because I'll show you how you might be able to still get these patterns as well as my print then cut instructions too. I have a couple of other goodies for you as well. Okay, I'm going to flip my screen now so you can follow over my shoulder how to create that beautiful planner sticker kit. Okay, let's get started. So here we are in Cricut Design Space, and I wanted to show you again the completed sticker kit that we're going to be designing in this tutorial. So this is a planner sticker kit. It's a kit that can be used in many universal planners, such as an Erin Condren Vertical or a classic Happy Planner. However, I will show you how you can use these shapes and change the sizes to fit your planner perfectly too. Now, I really believe that once you can make a planner sticker, you can make any sticker. So I really want you to feel inspired about the other kinds of stickers that you might make to decorate not just your planner, but your life, decorate and organize your home, maybe as gifts, gift tags. The list is literally endless. Now make sure you stay tuned until the end because I'm going to let you know how you can access my print then cut instructions and also these beautiful Christmas bauble themed patterns that we're using today. Some of them are seamless patterns and they are just gorgeous. So we're going to be using the colours from the patterns and the patterns in a couple of different ways. But let's get started. So we can see here from the top down, we've got 4 what we call full box stickers. They are these rectangular stickers and these are used to either decorate or section off a planner. Underneath we have a different kind of full box sticker. These ones have a block colour on the outside and then a white rectangle, and this will give you plenty of space to be able to write your events or appointments or to do tasks. Underneath here we have some half box stickers. We've got some with a pattern and some with a block fill colour. We've got ones on the left with rounded corners and on the right we've got some normal rectangular sharp pointy corners. Same again underneath, but again they've got the white box underneath, and this means that you can either write or doodle in there or add more clip art on top if you wanted to. It gives that really nice white space to be able to not just section and organise your planner but also write the things that are important to you or reminders. So let's get started. Remember, the first thing that we're going to do is use these sizes, but you can of course change the sizes to fit your planner. So the first thing I'm going to do is design this full box sticker. Okay, so follow my mouse now to see where I'm going. So on the left hand side, I'm clicking shapes, and then the first thing I will do is choose to draw this square. So here's my square. I'm going to now change the operation here from basic cut to print then cut. And now I'm going to change the size. So I can grab the corner and change the size this way, but I do want this to be a rectangle. So I need to unlock the size lock. So over here at the top where it says size, I'm clicking the lock proportions button there. Now my lock is unlocked and I can change the size. So I'm going with a standard size for a full box planner sticker, and that's a width of 1.5 inches and a height of 1.9. Again, this is a time where if you wanted to change this size, so you could measure your planner spaces first of all, and you could change this to a size that suits you. So here is my first sticker, but I need to give it a pattern. So what I'm going to do now is show you how you can upload the patterns that I share with you at the end into Cricut Design Space. But of course, you can reuse this weekly kit to have different themes or different colors. So you can of course use different patterns. And if you don't have access to the patterns that I've used today, of course, you also have the library of patterns that Cricut offers here. So we're just clicking on the color button, changing color to pattern, and then you will have patterns already in the library here that Cricut is providing you, or of course, you can upload your own patterns. So here are the ones that I'll be using here. I've already uploaded them, these Christmas themed colors. I love how muted they are, and I think it really makes a nice difference to the traditional bright red, bright green, bright yellow, and so on. Okay, to upload the patterns that you'll be using, whether it's these or a different one, on the left-hand side, click the Upload button. Next, we're going to click Pattern Fill, and then Upload Pattern. Now, you must have already saved the patterns, whether they're a JPEG or a PNG file, on your computer or laptop because you need to know where to find them. So click on Browse, and then you're going to find where you've saved them. You're then going to click on the pattern individually that you want to bring into Cricut Design Space, and then choose Open. Here it is, and you can change the name if you want, you can give it a color if you want to, and then after you've done that, you will choose Upload. Now when we go back to our design, and it could sometimes take a couple of minutes to upload that pattern, we're going to click on the shape here, this box that we want to add the pattern to, and then here on the drop down again, we're going to change color to pattern, and then scroll down and you'll be able to see where it's added. It's usually near the top now, depending on the name that you've given it. So I'm going to give this this green pattern here, so similar to the one on the left. Okay, there's our first sticker done. Now, when we're creating more stickers that look exactly the same, we don't need to do everything from scratch. What we can do now that we already have this print then cut box and the size is set, we can right click on it and choose either copy and then paste or just duplicate. There it is, and now I've got 2 of those. Now what I can do is select both of them and duplicate those. And now I have 4. Now, don't worry too much about making sure everything is neat. We're going to adjust the settings for those things at the end. So for now, I've got my 4 full boxes, but I want to change the pattern in these other 3. So I've clicked on the first one, clicking on the drop down. I'm now going to look for that blue pattern. There we go. But we can see here, this one and this one look different because I've scaled up the pattern, and I want to do that now with this. So I'll show you what to do. We click on that box again, go to the color button again, and we're going to choose edit pattern. Now, right now it's saying that this is at 79 and we want to make sure that it's bigger. And I think the one on the left-hand side is actually at 200%. So let's try that. Remember, I'm not trying to get it exactly the same as the one on the left. Sorry, the left, not the right. But I want to show you how we can edit patterns in a few different ways. So this looks much better. I can now just click away, and there's my new pattern. I'm going to do the same thing here with this one. I can see that this blue background one is zoomed in as well. So let's scale that one up too. So here, let's change this first of all to the blue bauble background. There we go. Edit pattern. And let's make this one. I think this one might have been 200 too. What you can also do to make it look even more different to the other one is you can either adjust it horizontally or vertically, or both. And we can also flip the pattern too. Okay, there's my third one. Let's move on to this last one. So this one had that darker green pattern. So pretty. And there it is. And again, let's just zoom in. Let's make this one 300. Away, and that one's done too. So I've got my 4 full boxes here at the top. In fact, I'll show you now how we can align them and make them super neat, because I don't want them to be all over the place. I want them to be really nice and neat on my sticker kit. So the idea for a sticker sheet like the one on the left is to maximize the space, but not put our stickers too close together that when we print and then cut them out, it's difficult to cut them individually. So this looks good. Of course, we also need to make sure it fits Cricut's sizes too, so we can print these all on one sheet. So what I'm going to do is just select all of those four boxes, go to align. I'm going to align them to the top. There we go. And then I'm going to go to align again and distribute them horizontally. See, they're much neater now. You could even make them a little bit more close together if you want to. So let's do that. Select them all, align to the top, and then align, distribute horizontally. Perfect. Now, if you want to, we can group these together. There we go. Now I have my first row of stickers. Okay, let's move on to the stickers below. So I've got these 4 full boxes that have a white rectangle inside them. So super simple way to do this is just to right click on the top row and duplicate it. Okay, and let's bring this underneath. There we go. Now to align them, I can select them both and align them to the left. Lovely. I want to now click on this bottom row and ungroup them, because now I'm going to give these stickers a different colour for each box, but they're not patterns this time, they're actually colours. Now what I'm going to do is click on one of them, and I want to get this green colour, like that's similar to the one that's featured in this dark green here. Now let's say that you don't know the hex code of that one, and for this example we don't. What I want to do is try and find a match as close as possible, and a really easy way to do that is to click on the sticker that I want to change. I'm going to go to the colour option this time, and I've already got the colours here, but I'm not going to use those exact ones for now. I want to show you how you can colour match in a different way. So we know that this is a dark green colour. There we go. But I also can click on advanced, and now I can use this different palette here to get a colour as closely matched as possible. And if you know the hex code already, this is where you type it in. So I'm going to play around with these colour settings a little bit to get a better match of this colour. Can you see I'm making it a bit lighter? Now I'm making it a bit more muted and a bit more, maybe a bit darker. So literally you would play around here until you have a colour that you're really happy with. So I think that's a good match there. And then this is the one that I actually ended up with above. You can also change the colour palette here on this dial, so you can really get a great colour match that you're happy with. Okay, same again for this one on the right. We're now going to go with the colour that I already chose before, but remember you can play around with this dial until you get a colour you're happy with too. So we're going with that darker bluey colour, and then we're changing this one to the cream. There we go. And then this one here we're going to change to the mint. So colour and mint. Perfect. Now another way to create these stickers would have been to create one complete sticker with the right rectangle and then duplicate them over, but this is what I wanted to show you so we could really see that colour behind. So now I'm going to add the white rectangle in front. So let's just click on this green rectangle we've created and duplicate it. There it is. Let's change the colour of that one to white. And now I'm going to position it inside this rectangle 4 box, but I want to change the size. So I'm going to unlock the size lock and then I'm going to grab the bottom left corner and change the size until I'm happy. Okay, it looks good, but I want to make sure that that is exactly in the middle of the shape. Maybe I'll make it a little bit smaller. Okay, feels good. So let's select both the back green rectangle and the white rectangle. Choose a line and align them in the center. Perfect, that's perfect now. So ordinarily I would just group this together, but I actually want to duplicate this white rectangle so I have one in each of the others too. So let's right click duplicate, there's one. I'm now going to select both of those, right click duplicate and bring them over here. And again, now I can just go to a line and center each of these to make sure that they look really good. So center, and the last one, center. And that row is done. Let's select the whole row, right click and group it together. Okay, next up we're going to create our half box stickers. So we've got both rounded corner ones and sharp pointy corner ones. On the left hand side, we're going to go to shapes, and then I'm going to choose this rounded rectangle. Here it is. Let's change it from basic cut to print then cut. And let's change the size. So let's unlock the lock, make the width of this one 1.5 and the height 0.95. Remember, these are just the sizes that I'm using. Okay, now I want to move this into position. So I'm going to pop it there. But what I can do is select the row of rectangles above and that half box and align them to the left. Lovely. Now let's duplicate this one. So duplicate, and I want to have two more as well. Okay, let's now select both of those and duplicate again. We're going to be positioning those ones underneath here. There we go. Again, let's just align them all to the left. There we go. And now I want to create these 4 pointed corner rectangles. So shapes, square, here it is. Let's unlock the size lock again. And let's make the width 1.5 and the height 0.95. And again, let's make this a print then cut shape. Now I'm going to duplicate this one. So duplicate, there it is. And then let's select them both and duplicate them again. And then we can align them up neatly. Perfect. Okay then, let's just select these 2 rectangles on the right and the one above and align them all to the right. Now let's select this row, align them to the top and distribute them horizontally. Same again here, align to the top and distribute horizontally. Lovely and neat. Okay, now we're going to give some patterns to these half boxes and some colours again to the row below. So I'll speed through this bit because you already know what I'm doing. I'm going to go to change it from colour to pattern, choose the pattern I want, and if I need to, click edit pattern and scale up that pattern. Let me do the same now for the rest of that row. Perfect. Now we're going to give the bottom row colours. So let's go with the cream and the mint, the dark blue and the light green. Well, lighter green. There we go. Okay, my next step is to create the same half box shapes again, but this time they're going to have the white rectangle inside. So I'll duplicate this rounded corner one first and move it into position. I think I'll just align it while I'm here. And now I'm going to duplicate it again. And this one, I'm going to give the color white. So change pattern to color and let's make it white. Let's roughly position it inside the rectangle. Unlock the size lock. And now I can decrease the size until I'm happy with how that sits. Remember, we can now select, let's just bring it up a bit. Select them both and align them in the center. Perfect. Let's group that together for now. There we go, because now I'm going to duplicate it 3 more times. So duplicate, and then let's select them both and duplicate. Lovely. Okay, I now want to ungroup these other 3 so that I can change the pattern behind. So ungroup, ungroup, ungroup. Okay, they're all ungrouped. Now I'm going to fast forward through so you can watch how I change the patterns just in exactly the same way as I've done before. There they are. Now I'm going to make sure that they're grouped together again so I can align them really neatly. So I'm just selecting both the rectangle two rectangles, and then right clicking and grouping. Okay, now I won't align them until the end because I'm now going to do exactly the same thing, but this time with pointed corner rectangles. So shapes, square, change from basic cut to print then cut, unlock the size lock, and let's make it 1.5 and 0.95. Here it is. Let's duplicate that one. There we go. We're going to make this one the white inner color. Okay. Let's give this back one a pattern. So pattern, and I think we went with the dark green one again. Edit pattern. Let's make this 250. And I think I might flip it too, and flip it the other way. Okay. Let's position our white rectangle in front and unlock the size lock of that one so we can reduce the size. Okay, select them both and align them all in the center. And that one's done too. Let's group it together and then duplicate it again 3 times. Okay, lovely. Again, with these 3, we want to ungroup them so we can change the pattern in the background. Ungroup. And we're going to make sure that we're changing this one to that blue. Lovely. This is going to be dark green, so a colour rather than a pattern. And then this last one is going to be that darker tealy blue colour. Fab. Final step, let's group those 3 together again. Now we're going to align them all. So let's select the bottom 2 rectangles, the half boxes and the row above, and let's align those to the left. Same on the right hand side. In fact, I'm going to make sure that these 2 on the bottom are just nudged over a bit. We want this one here above to be the furthest on the right, because now when we select all 3 of those half boxes, we can align them all to the right. Lovely. Now let's select this row. We're going to align it to the top and distribute it horizontally. Then let's right click and group that row together. Same again here with the bottom row. Align to the top, distribute horizontally, right click and group the row together. Oh, it's looking really good. Okay, our weekly planner sticker kit is complete. So we've made it really similar to the one on the left, but of course now you've got the techniques to be able to upload patterns, to add patterns into shapes, to edit the patterns too, to scale them up or flip them or move them around in different ways. And of course now you can also color match if you don't already have the hex codes of the colors that are used within patterns. And I think this kit looks really lovely. Of course you can add to this, you can add lines, you can add clip art on top, you can use different shapes entirely. You can rearrange this, but the last thing I would love for you to do is now save your completed sheet as a template that you can reuse over and over again. So why create a sticker sheet from scratch every time when you can reuse a template? So all you would click is save as, and then you would save this where you want to so that you know it's in a folder where you can find it later. Now, a couple of last steps before we print and cut. We want to make sure that each individual sticker that has more than one print and cut element is flattened. So that means that we're only going to cut around the outside edge of this sticker. So you would select this one, right click and flatten it. And the same with any others. This one doesn't need to be flattened above. And when you finish doing that, we're going to select the whole sheet, right click and click attach. And this is going to let Cricut know that we want all of these stickers to print on the same sheet. I can see here it has the whole sheet has a width of 6.25 times 8.01 inches. And I know that fits well within Cricut Design Space's border to be able to make sure that this prints on one sheet. So we can now click Make It. And here is how our beautiful stickers look. Now, of course, you can see there is a bit of room on the right-hand side and below where you could add some more stickers in here. You just want to make sure that everything is definitely within the print then cut area. So the next thing to do will be to click Continue. And now we're going to click Send to Printer. Click the printer drop down and select your printer. And if you want to, you can add a bleed to the stickers to make sure that they do print edge to edge. For this example, I'm not going to because I know that my machine is calibrated pretty well. After you've selected your printer, we're going to choose Print. And in the resources kit that I'll be sharing with you at the end, I will let you know my favorite printer and sticker paper suggestions. Next up, we're placing our printed sticker sheet onto your cutting mat, and then we're going to choose the base material. So I tend to go with washi for the kind of sticker paper that I use, and I change the pressure to less pressure, but your settings might be different depending on the paper that you're actually using. So when you've chosen that, we're now going to load up our sticker sheet into the Cricut machine. I'm using a Cricut Maker. And now we're ready to hit go and print and cut our stickers. Really enjoy following along to make your own beautiful planner sticker kit step by step. I hope you can see now how creating different simple shapes in Cricut Design Space will allow you to make really beautiful stickers to either decorate or organize your planner. And as I mentioned, once you can make a planner sticker, I really think you can make any sticker. So I hope I've been able to pass on some sticker making inspiration to you. Now, remember, there are a couple of things that I wanted to share with you. So first of all, I have the completed PNG version of the sticker kit that you can have, as well as the beautiful digital patterns that I would love to be able to share with you. And as mentioned, you can use these Christmas themed patterns to create stickers either for yourself or to sell. So to access that, just go to mimjenkinson.com/SarahKit. So with that, you're going to get the PNG of the print and cut project. You're also going to get the print and cut instructions that I mentioned earlier and those beautiful digital patterns. But that isn't all. I also have access to you to a free class all about how to create the perfect plan for perfect planner stickers and some of the really big mistakes that I want you to avoid. So whether you have a Cricut or a different cutting machine, such as a Silhouette or a Brother, or no cutting machine at all, this is going to be a perfect starting class for you. So to access that class, just go to mimjenkinson.com/SarahClass. Thank you so much again, Sarah, for having me. I've really, really enjoyed sharing my love for planner stickers with you all. If you've got any questions, you can find me at Paper Planner Club on Instagram. I'd love for you to share your completed stickers with me there so I can share them with my people too. Thank you so much again, and I can't wait to connect with you soon.
I hope you enjoyed this video on how to make these Christmas-inspired planner stickers. If you did, please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel for loads more Cricut crafts and festive fun. Don't forget, the link to get the files for this project is craftedsarah.com/Christmas23, but they are only free to download for 24 hours after this video goes live. I hope to see you tomorrow for day 7 of the Christmas Craft Countdown. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!